Hey, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. This is super important if you're in the market right now to look for an advertising agency, or you just heard about all these forms of online marketing and it's driving you crazy. You don't know which one to choose. In this video, I'm just going to cover two of them that utilize the same platform, which is Google. Now, there's Google, there's Yahoo, there's Bing. Basically, all these other search engines like Yahoo, Bing, Google, they kind of all use the same system. So what I'm going to tell you here applies to all of them. And just so you know, my business primarily focuses on SEO. Right? That's what I do primarily. I don't mess with Google Ads too much, but I will talk about it because you do need to know the difference. So Google Ads, you pay Google to put your business on the top of the page for a certain result. So let's just say you're a paver and you do asphalt driveways, and you make an ad about asphalt driveways in Dallas, Texas. Google then takes that ad, puts it on the top of the result, depending on what your budget is. If you have a higher budget, you'll be seen more often, higher up. And when people click on it, Google sends you a bill, or they charge you. That's basically how it works. You're paying Google directly to show your business for a certain term, for a certain amount of time, on certain days. That's how it works. You can turn this on and off. So this can be a good service if you run a business where you travel around a lot. Let's say you go to different states, or let's say within the same state you go to different counties and you want to show up in an area and then turn it off when you leave. This is a great tool to use. Also a great tool to use if you just want to maximize, if you really have, if you have the budget to just market as hard as possible. This is another good tool to use to show up on certain times or all the time for whatever term you're going after, whatever service you provide. Now, SEO, search engine optimization, that's basically what it stands for. What this is you're building out your website primarily and a Google profile and other assets to show up when somebody searches for a term. So it's similar to ads. You basically will show up on the same page. So when you look something up, let's say right now you look up Mexican restaurants near me, there's going to be maybe some ads running at the top. It'll say sponsored, and then below there'll be websites and Google business profiles. Basically, with SEO, you are not paying Google directly. You're paying a marketing agency. You're paying an employee if you're doing this in-house. You're doing it yourself. And what you're doing is you're building out your website, your Google profile, Facebook pages, all these things. So Google sees that your business has valid information online that reflects what customers are typing in, and that you have other companies, other businesses referring you as a trusted source of business. So for example, if you have a Better Business Bureau profile and it's connected to your website, that counts as kind of a trusted business that refers you. So it looks at all this, and then it compares to who's in the market already. So let's say you're in Dallas, Texas. Dallas is a pretty competitive area for just about everything, or the Dallas-Fort Worth area. It looks at everything. It looks at all the people that are at the top now, and then it looks at you, and then it decides where you fit in that category. Like, do you have enough information? Have you been around long enough to be one of the top results for that term? That's how it works. So this is a process that can take some time, but when Google puts you at that top spot or on that first page, and you have all the information to back up why you should be there, you can generally stay there potentially for years, for months or for years, depending on what you do. So this is a good investment also. Now, what is best for me? What is best for you is what I should have asked. So these are important questions. So right now, if you're in the market for somebody to help you out with getting clients online, these questions are super important. I would take a screenshot or just pause the video or whatever and kind of ask yourself these questions, because if you don't ask yourself these questions and you're not clear about any of these things, you can pick the wrong choice, or it just won't end well, or you'll be very insecure about if it's going to work or not if you don't know the answer to these questions. So first question is, do you want your business to be to pop up first on a search. If you do, then SEO is a good choice for you. Also Google Ads, both of those. But SEO, you're gonna, whether you're paying Google or not, if you've done everything how you should, you're gonna be there. You're gonna show up number one, whether you pay Google or not. Now, what is your budget? What is your budget? This is important, right? So if you don't have a marketing budget, SEO can still work for you. Google Ads can still work for you, but you need to get well defined on what you're willing to spend, right? And if you talk to someone and it's more than what you think, I'm not saying don't spend it, but just understand your finances. This is important in business in general. Just understand what you can allocate towards marketing. That's going to help you pick a decision, right? So if you have a lower budget, let's say anything less than $500, if you're willing to spend anything less than $500 for 3 to 4 months or 3 to 6 months, then most likely SEO is probably not the best route. I'm not saying don't do it, but your primary focus should be on some kind of advertising then, just to get the ball rolling, maybe for the first month or two, get the ball rolling, get some clients in, get some cash into the business, get some more referrals from these ads you ran and all that stuff. And then when you have a bigger budget, then you can start allocating more of it towards the SEO side. That's important. Now, do you have a system for getting clients right now? This is important. If you don't have any way of getting clients right now, maybe you just started, putting all of your attention into SEO, I'm not saying it's a bad decision, but SEO can take some time. It can take a few weeks. It can be as fast as 2 weeks, and it can take as long as 3 or 4 months or longer, depending on what you're trying to do, right? So if you don't have a system for getting clients now, and you don't have a budget, or you have a low marketing budget, and you don't have any savings, SEO probably is not the best route right now. I would run some ads for a few weeks, get some cash, then you can invest into SEO. That's assuming it all works out the way it should. Are you willing to invest in the long-term growth of your business? Like, do you want to be on the top result 5 years from now also? Or do you want to still be in business 5 years from now? Then if you do, SEO is something that you should definitely consider adding into your business. Now, the last question here, do you currently have a website or Google business profile? This is important. If you don't have anything right now, and you don't have a marketing budget, or you have a very low marketing budget, and you don't have a system for getting clients, then SEO is probably not the best route for you to get clients now. You need to run ads. Or you need to get yourself out there, you need to put flyers, get yourself out there on as many platforms as you can for free, maybe run some ads. That's what you need to do right now. Investing in SEO right now, if you don't have any clients, you don't have a budget, you don't have any savings, it's probably not the best route. I'm not saying don't do it, but you need to get some cash in first so you can invest in this. Hopefully this was helpful and help you guys understand a little bit about what to choose here. I'm really just trying to help you guys out because I personally don't want to take on clients who are not ideal, and I know you don't want to pay for something that's not gonna fit your situation. So that's my goal here. This is my number. Feel free to call me or send me an email. My emails I check pretty frequently, so you guys can you can email me. I'm okay with that. If you're gonna email me, in the description or in the subject, just write what you need. Say I need clarity on this or that. And then if you have any websites if you have a website, go ahead and send that over to me in the email so I can be prepared when I talk to you. So hopefully this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, reach out to me, and I hope you pick the right choice.